I go down to Schoharie and I see flooded out villages and agricultural areas for miles around. And then you come into Greene and Ulster County, and it's just as horrific as it is in some of the other areas of the state. They took me up, and just all the trees that were brought up from their roots, knocking down wires. It's incredible, and I think there's a couple things that have made this storm different. One is the massiveness of it. There are outages everywhere from North Carolina to Maine. Anybody that's seen the film of what's happening to our neighbors in Vermont and Connecticut know how big this is. And the moisture factor of it, that just the trees uprooted. Usually it's a wind event or a snow event that causes these outages, but this one, was huge flooding and trees uprooted, etc. From the Public Service Commission perspective, right now it's the utilities' job, and they're working very hard to try to restore service to throughout the state. I think we're in what might be described as full restoration mode right now. We're getting to customers every day. We're reducing the numbers every day. By requirement, the Public Service Commission will be doing an investigation for any outages over 72 hours, which will mean we'll be working with most of the state's utilities at this point in time to determine whether things were done in the proper fashion, whether there's lessons that can be learned for the next time around. But again, it's this time around, one thing that's usually relied on to help restore the system is mutual aid. The utilities work very well together in trying to help each other out during times of trial. This time around, mutual aid meant going to Nebraska and Wisconsin and Michigan. While I was out on the road today, we saw crews working all over this area. Ulster County from Florida came all the way up to help out. So and everybody needs mutual aid. Everybody needs more crews. So that's been a bit of a difficult part of this storm. It makes it a little different than the rest. So right now, working with the utilities, trying to provide anything we can to help them get their job done that they need to get done. Later on, we as the Public Service Commission will be examining the practices and the efforts of the utilities to determine if were any problems or concerns. But that's a usual course of event.